Welcome back, everybody. This is Ultimate 606. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. My wife and I actually spent another day at a Comic-Con. It was a very small one, and it was actually really good. I mean, as far as comic books go, it was really awesome. Yeah, this one is called the Downriver Comic-Con in Lincoln Park. I hope you guys were there. Maybe I saw you, maybe I didn't. But this is just another, basically unhauling of what I got. I mean, I Motor City Comic Con was cool, you know, seeing everybody walking around and stuff like that, but I didn't get very many comic books. It was kind of a letdown for me. But this one here, I mean, we had all the people walking around. We had the Ghostbusters. We had Freddy Fazbear, a whole bunch of different characters walking around. Undertaker was there, all that stuff. A guy dressed up as Undertaker, but, you know, cosplay, what the heck? Call him Undertaker. But yeah, we had a whole bunch of people out with arts and crafts, a bunch of comic book vendors. Almost blew all my money. My wife and I actually almost blew because we took $40 in cash with us, and we almost blew all our money at the first comic book stand. I mean, we ended up finding a bunch. And this video is basically just to tell you, you know, what we got, what we liked, and what we didn't like. So, hope you all enjoy. First up, right here, I've been collecting all the Secret Invasions that I possibly can. I have everything but the main series and just a few tie-ins here and there, and that would be Captain Britain MI13. That's only... What is that? That's part 1 and 2. I don't have the third one yet. I hate collecting series when they're not all together. It drives me crazy. But sometimes I'll do it like that. There's only 3 parts, so I'm sure I'll find a third part floating around somewhere. The second one right here is Captain America. We got 402 through 407. That is a story arc where Captain America is actually turned into a werewolf. It's called Man and Wolf. So, a really good story arc. I've only seen like bits and pieces here and there, spread over a bunch of different comic book stores. I can never find all 6, except for today. I found that right off the bat, and I saw it, and I just had to. I had to have it. I mean, as a really strong story arc in Captain America's life, and it's something that I've been really looking forward to reading for a long time, and now I can. So I mean, it was really nice, and I made my day right then and there. Alright, so up next, just a couple of single issues. This one here is a Secret Invasion and tie-in as well. Secret Invasion and Humans, part 3 of 4. I have parts 1, 2, and 4. I've had them for over a year now. I can never find part 3 for whatever reason. I never read the other 3 parts, but now I have a reason to, so I can read all 4 right in a row and be done with it. And that is the Inhumans. I actually did reviews of all the episodes, so you guys can actually go back and watch those. But the Inhumans are very underrated characters in the Marvel Universe, and I feel like more people should be more aware of them. I mean, the show wasn't... most people didn't enjoy it, but I actually enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, that would a good way to introduce people. I mean, especially if they want to read the comics, so they can actually go watch the show. But yeah, so I finally completed that series, and can check that off my list. Up next is another series that I really enjoy a lot. It's from the Earth 982, if I'm not mistaken. It is the MC2 universe, and J2 is definitely hands down my favorite character in that universe, the Juggernaut's son, Zane Yama. I have all other 11 parts. I only made 12 issues of it, and this is number 11. I could find the other parts very easily. Number 11, for whatever reason, the hardest one to find, and I finally found it. It took a little bit of searching, but we found it at like one of the last stops that we made, and I was so glad that I did. I mean, that right there was a great way to end the day for me. But yeah, I'm definitely going to crack this open, flip through it, and yeah, I'm just going to enjoy it because he's definitely hands down. If you guys ever have a chance to read any J2 comic books, do it. I mean, it's just pure fun. It really is. Alright, so let's keep this thing rolling. Up next, I found 5 copies of Civil War. I already have all 7 copies. I have the other issues hidden away. These I actually bought just for trade bait. I know my brother's looking for them. He's got a bunch of stuff that I want. So I knew when I saw these I was going to pick them up. The guy had them on sale for $1 a piece. I mean, they're the real thing. They're not reprints or anything like that. So I snatched them up really quick. He was trying to push issue number 1 on me for $5, and I thought, nah, why not? You know, I got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 here. But yeah, I got them all for $1. I mean, the guy either knew what he had, and he was just trying to get rid of it, or he didn't know what he had. But yeah, if you can find copies of these, you should definitely get them. The cheaper the better. I mean, if you find a more expensive one, if you're up for it, go ahead and spend the money. This is hands down one of the best stories ever written, and Number 5. If you find number 5, definitely go buy it. It's got one of the best pieces of art that I have ever seen. One of my favorite. It's got the Punisher and Spider-Man in it. Spider-Man has just been beaten up by Jack-O-Lantern and the Jester, I believe. And Punisher comes in, shoots the guy's dead, picks up Spider-Man. He shows up at Steve Rogers' secret headquarters, little hideout right there nobody was supposed to know about, and he's got him in his arms. I mean, it's one of the best things that I had ever seen. So definitely the artwork is on point. You should definitely check it out. Alright, so up next I've got Fantastic Four, Captain America, and Avengers. 2 6s and a number 7. They're just different parts in a story arc called The Industrial Revolution. I have all 13 issues of the Iron Man title, and these are the only issues I have in these titles. If I remember right, somebody else who knows more about comics than I do, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure that those titles all ran for only 13 issues before they got rebooted. I know Rob Liefeld, the creator of Deadpool, had a lot of pull in these titles. But yeah, that was just a small story arc called Industrial Revolution. I always had the Iron Man part, but I never could find the other parts until today. So today was really just a spot-on hunt for me. I got a lot taken care of, and that right there, I already flipped through a few of them, and I really enjoy seeing all the other parts. I hate buying parts, the single parts here and there. I really do. But yeah, now I have all of them. Alright, so up next I have the Heroes Return titles. I'm a huge fan of Marvel's First Family, and that was 4 parts that I was really missing. And Iron Man number 1, I have the other parts. I have like 2 through like 10, I think. But yeah, Heroes Return is a huge comeback for them. All volume 3 for each title. And the artwork is really awesome. I really like how bold the artwork is, outlined and everything. But if you guys get a chance, check those out too. But yeah, as far as Heroes Return goes, I finally completed that whole collection that I thought I had before, but obviously I'm not. So last but not least, we have one of my favorites. I actually had my wife helping me out a couple hours looking for a bunch of Valiant titles. Valiant Ninjak, I have been searching for that since the web series came out. The web series got me really hooked on Valiant. That's my new obsession right now. And I really couldn't find many that I was interested in, but this is one. I know I've been saying I hate buying parts separately. This is part 1 of 2. But what can you do? I guess I'll have to go search in some more comic books. This one, they rebooted everything, I guess, just a few years ago. And this is basically just going through all the characters and titles that they have right now. And this is from 2014. So, I mean, it was pretty recent as far as a reboot goes. But they bought the rights back from Acclaim. And Acclaim bought them so that they can make a video game. And those didn't do so well. And this is actually the older version of that they made way back in the day, and it goes through every single character, their main characters, the huge roster that they had, all the superpowers and their background, stuff like that. So I mean, when I saw these, I knew I had to get them because I knew that's exactly the kind of book it was going to be, going through the characters and their history and stuff like that. And I was not disappointed. I'm a really big fan of XO, just because he's a Valiant version of Iron Man. I hate saying that, because I like the characters being independent of other characters, but it's basically what he is. Instead of being an industrial billionaire, he's a Visigoth from like the Roman Empire. So I mean, it's pretty cool how they're different, but they're so similar. But yeah, that's everything that we got. And I gotta say, it was a lot better. It was a smaller Comic-Con than Motor City that we just went to a few weeks ago, but it was better as far as comic books go. So let me know if you guys had any questions about the titles that I got, if you guys are a huge fan of which titles. Yeah, if you know more, please let me know. There were a bunch of independent ones there too, so if you guys have any questions or any comments or anything, please leave them in the comment section below. I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I will see you all in the next video.